Hi, she's Trixie, and I'm Sarah, and this is Our Yarn World, a place we come to share the love of yarn crafts and all that it gives us and what we hope it gives you. We're on episode 193. Oh, I had a minute. Sorry. And we are coming to you second week in October. Yeah, getting there. My anniversary just happened, so I should know this. I'm so tired. I don't understand. Well, I do. I explained to you guys last week why I had not been around during September. COVID hit for me, and then pneumonia, and it really just... I'm still tired. Like, I really want to get deeper, more meaningful sleep. I might have to see what I have to do that because I just need it.
Yeah.
I want to recover. I want my energy back because not only am I trying to finish the painting projects in my house, because of course I'm painting walls right now, which is part of the reason I'm not going to have anything to show for today, but because of all the things I want to get done. I am in a very much, we have so much supplies out in our house right now where it's like, any water damage on the ceiling that had happened, I'm going to be taking care of. Any spots possibly that have broken off of our drywall, I'm going to patch up. Like, it's just get it done.
You are learning so much.
Get it done. Get the supply. If the supplies are out, get it done. Learn how to do it. This place is not going to be our forever home, and we know that. And so, all the fixes over the last couple of years that we've had to invest in, such as our roof and stuff, it just is time. It's time to get that stuff set so that not only can we enjoy a little bit more of a cohesive home that's not patchy, it's also just ready for when we sell it.
Yeah.
So either way, it's good. And it really has been allowing for a much more creative outlet for me because being active, despite being fatigued, has been very crucial to my healing because with the illnesses that I had, motion and keeping my circulation up and being able to exercise deeper breathing, like obviously don't go for a jog, but just being in some level of motion and not just stagnant and still was very important for me to be able to get through what I was going through. And so painting, which is, just one section at a time, but it makes you have to sit or move or stand up or get up a ladder or just and constantly recycling those things. Just thinking through all the problems and getting some earbuds in and listening to music, or for me, I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks, has been very rewarding. And also, I keep thinking of all the things I can do, right? So all the projects that I can do to not only feel like this is a home, but also set it up for the most success.
Yeah.
Because with the painting comes more opportunities, right? My son wants to put posters on his wall, whereas my daughter is more likely to decorate hers much more in an aesthetic way.
Yeah.
And I am enjoying that journey with them, as well as just kind of the journey that is learning this nesting mood that I'm in and how many different sections of my world it touches. Me and my friend are going to be canning soon. Just all the small things where it's much more intentional crafting. I've talked about this several times this year, but just... if you have the means to possibly make it yourself, upcycling or creating more practical crafts for the home, or just ways to make it feel like your own, or that you are able to provide something that will benefit your home, is so meaningful.
Yeah.
It's creating solutions and creating it with either yarn, scraps, just a little bit of elbow grease has been something that has been very enjoyable. Now that the kids are back in school, I have more reign of the house. The people who have been living with us are no longer living with us, so I have a little bit more freedom with being able to move the space around without feeling like I'm suffocating it for other people in the house.
Yeah.
And it's been very, very nice. I do have a project that I will be starting sometime very soon, but it might require some very specific skill sets. I'll talk about that during my segment of my active crafting, but I'm really excited about that as well, just because it's a fun gag gift, kind of just a joking gift. And but speaking of practical and cozy and warm, my mom's gonna show off the amazing blanket she's been working on. This I love the overlay brick effect that this is. It makes yarn colors that normally would not work together feel completely like they were meant to be, just because of the way that you slightly overlap what active color is going to pass through to the next one so that it is cohesive. It's so awesome.
Combinations of colors that you can come up with just with two colors.
Or just how one color will look very specific.
Yeah.
Paired to
another color. Which we will show you.
And completely different in another
combination.
I know that I've been thinking a lot about that, right? So like they talk about in water, like especially with like scuba divers, they do this where they teach scuba divers why you can't trust your eyes once you get so far in the water.
Yeah.
They will take like color chip hues where it's like they're fully vibrant colors up at the top, but as they start sinking down, how the light will slowly stop being able to pass through all the water, where you're not able to see the light reflect off the water chips as much anymore, and the shades of the water will completely distort your realm of what color you're seeing.
Oh, wow.
So like a color that you can see at the top completely at its vibrancy will look almost like gray only a couple feet deep in, because you lose your realm of the rays that allow you to be able to detect color just even through passing through. And it's very interesting to me that our eyes, even with full ability to see, are completely tricked just based off of color theory and how colors being matched with just one different shade or one different hue can completely change how you think you understand what that color is. Completely changes. And it's so interesting. I love watching color theory stuff.
So, this blanket is made with a 10mm hook. It is 2 strands of 4-ply yarn, and it's a half double crochet. I went 101 across, and so when you come back, it's 100. And I have a loose gauge, so it's probably going to be bigger than other people's hundreds. But the colors that we're talking about now, okay, so now we did show you this last week, but I'm 1 row from being done with this, so you're not going to see it anymore after today. So we just wanted to go over it again with you. So the first color that goes 8 rows is the red, but with the orange it looks different from when it's in with the seafoam, but the seafoam is in here. And then you have browns. Now brown, I had to switch from the dark to the light because I ran out of the dark. I really wish I had more of that. But then I had oranges, and then yellows, and then greens, and then blues, and then the I guess it's burnt umber, and then yellows, reds, cream. So you got the cream in here and you got the cream in here.
The cream looks completely different
Right.
too.
The orange. Now the orange looks so vibrant right here, but in here it's very muted. Then you have the green. You have, okay, you've got the green, and then somehow, oh, okay, the browns and the blues. Now last week we were on the blue and yellow. Okay, so then we have the yellow, the orange, and then the cream, and the cream. We had the burnt umber again. Well, the burnt umber right here looks very brown, and when you add it with the blue, it looks very red. And I think you guys can see that. It's the same color through here, but here it looks brown, here it looks red. And then we're ending on the blue. The blue is going to be with the brown, which is these two colors right now. So that's going to end this blanket. And it's just a giant lap blanket. Okay, I'm 5'4", and when I measured it last night, it was at the top of my head. So I figured I only have one more row to go, and then I'm done with this one, and then I have all of these to weave in.
I almost would just
Are
are they on both sides or just one side?
I think they're on both, but it's not. To me, I think it would be not worth it because it's just not all the way down. It's every other color, I think.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is, think of all those scraps of yarns you could use up to make fringe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could do that.
Like, you take them, you take what specific length you want to do, and you just get it all pre-cut, and then you fold them in half, and then you just do a slip. Mm-hmm. And you could do it in whatever order you want, and you could get all your remnants used up for a fringe.
Yeah, that's a thought.
And it's fun texture, because some people like to fiddle with it, like kids and stuff.
Yeah. It's an idea.
Not saying you have to.
I might consider that. That's a lot easier than having to weave these all in.
Yeah, and honestly, not only does it eliminate that, but it also just allows for some extra fun texture. And all those small little balls of yarn that you were showing me the other day, you could use up in that way. And that way you don't have them just hanging around.
So true. Yes, this is a consideration.
So
we do come up with ideas right here on the spot. So if you like that, you should stick around and maybe subscribe.
yeah. One of the gag gift that we are looking at making.
Oh, fun. She just told me this right before we started the camera.
I get on the spot, could you possibly make this because of I'm not going to say plethora, but I guess the expectation I have set with my skill set with people in my life. They kind of just are like, if I say this, can you do this? And I'm just like, likely. And so over time, I have been challenged in such a way continuously. And my husband's boss, not that I think that you'll ever see this, but he hopefully doesn't mind. He works at the factory that my husband works at, but he also is a volunteer firefighter. And has a very specific acquired taste towards Mountain Dew. He thrives on it apparently, and it's a long running joke that he has more Mountain Dew than blood in his system, and they talk about it all the time, right? Well, my husband's like, "Can you make a Mountain Dew bottle? Can you just crochet a Mountain Dew bottle with Mountain Dew in it, like fake Mountain Dew in it, and that I can give him?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's not that I can't. I just have never done it before. But like everything else, I will try." And so I already have it in my head how I'm going to formulate the bottom of the bottle so that it has all those like little indents that like they have, and how I'm going to create the shape of the bottle. The one thing I'm most trying to figure out is two things. It's what I'm stuffing it with, because I want it to be able to stand up, so I probably will have some level of like maybe some weighted beads in there, but I don't want it to distort the shape, so I'm going to be very careful with that. But it's also the label, because I want this to be as accurate as possible without becoming crazy about it, right? So like I want the Mountain Dew logo to be really well done, right? But I want a barcode and an ingredients list.
Oh, that may be a little difficult, but the barcode is so awesome.
So I don't know how I'm going to do it, because realistically for the size, I'm probably going to want to do like an accurate size, right? I'm probably going to have to buy one to be able to do it. But there's a level of I'm trying to make sure that I am keeping it realistic, because I only have so much that I can do without, killing my sanity. So, but on top of the things I want to do to kind of create some fun wall art in my kids' room, and trying to figure out how to finish projects I haven't finished yet, and trying to mentally prepare myself for the end of the year that's about to be happening.
Well, and we've got the craftiest time of the year coming up.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to be prepared. Am I going to be? I don't know. I didn't even know it was autumn until it hit. So let's be real here. But yeah, so it's where I'm at. We're gonna see. But yeah, a Mountain Dew bottle.
If you only filled it 3/4 of the way with the weighted beads, it would still feel like you could pour out of it.
What I'm thinking about doing is, I will because I put the weighted beads inside like a nylon or like socks.
Oh, that's right. So you wouldn't be able to feel that effect of where it would be like a pouring kind of thing.
So what I'm likely going to do is I'm probably going to have it be in the middle. So what I'm going to do is because I don't want the bottom to be distorted by the weight.
Right.
So I'll overpack some of the shape and create like a cavity in the center of the bottle, like almost like a long tube that I can shove in there and put the beads in.
Okay.
So that it's in the center of it and still have the cushion of the polyfill around it, so that I can still maintain the shape while also having the ability of having it be.
I have pill bottles.
Or I could probably use like a cardboard tube.
Okay. I was just thinking.
I don't want it too hard in the middle.
Okay.
That
way the weight doesn't get out. I mean those weighted beads don't get out of the crochet.
Well, I would still put them in some sort of a nylon or a sock or some sort of cotton. Yeah. I always do that.
Yeah.
Just so that I have control over where they go.
Okay.
But yeah, I will figure that out as I go, and I will share that journey with you guys. My husband's very excited about it because it
was his idea.
Mm-hmm. And when he feels inspired, he likes to be able to have me be in on whatever I can.
And when you come through with it, he is the most excited person ever.
On top of the fact that I remember quite a long year. Was it the first year we were together? Might have been. When I made that ugly sweater.
Yeah.
That was the ultimate ugly sweater. I am so proud of that. I made him the best ugly sweater for Christmas. He definitely won so quick. Like, he just walked in and was like, oh, everyone. It was amazing. So, all right. We, based off of quite a few things, with our autumn quotes, I chose today Another Fall, Another Turned Page, Wallace Stegner. Obviously, this can have many meanings. One is just the passage of time.
Yeah.
Just some of it is just the whole, you start slowing down in autumn.
And I'm thinking another turn page, like on a calendar.
It could be that.
Yeah.
You start to slow down in autumn, and so you kind of start to reflect on how the year has gone. Also, just just as avid readers and book lovers that we've been reading a lot, so it just feels also on point.
Plus, and I'm just going to bring this up for myself at this point, but as a side thing that I do, I now that my husband's back to work at longer hours for me when I'm awake, because he used to go in so much earlier and I wasn't awake yet, so I would lose all those hours that he was gone, because I'd still be sleeping. Mm-hmm. Now that his time has shifted and I'm actually awake during those hours, I get a lot more done. And so I have been able to pick up my writing that I have been doing. I've been working on a novel, and so getting a lot more writing done. Actually, I'm trying to finish this first novel out of the 3 that I've been writing, and so Another Fall, Another Turned Page. Fall is the most perfect time to start writing. There's something about fall that just makes you want to sit down with your pen and paper, get cozy, and write.
It's not only just that, but there's also this it's the season of feeling like you want to find something cozy. Like my mom had said that last week, her word it's tended to be cozy when it came to her description of fall. I think that there is a reality to the fact that not only is there that, but when you get cozy, you kind of are ready to be enjoying what you're doing from an isolated spot. You get yourself into nice clothes, you get a blanket, you get something nice to drink, and you either turn on the TV or you grab a book. Or maybe play video games. I don't know what it is, but it's just giving yourself up to some alone time, it feels like. Yeah. And it is it almost puts you into like getting ready for hibernation mode. Yeah. Is what it feels like.
Yeah, really.
And so, yeah.
So I can do that while I can write while he's away. And then I can crochet at night when we're watching TV. So I've got the best of both worlds. Yes. I am so happy right now.
So yes. So We hope that you enjoyed today.
Yeah.
We are always grateful for every time you visit us. We enjoy the fellowship that we have with every single one of our viewers. And
Yes.
we hope that until next time, you get all your projects done,
Yeah.
that everything is going your way, and that you stitch your way
To mental health.